this was not how I wanted to start this video. I got the gentle leader back today. I'll actually show you guys. Okay, this is the gentle leader, and I just spent like half an hour trying to get it on him. I was going to test him on it, but it's going to need more work because we have magnetic clips on it now that it goes like this, like the one on his vest. But my main issue is I can get it on him. I can get it over his nose and stuff, but I can't get it around his head. And I was just talking to Mom. I said, I can get it on his head, but I can't fasten it. And I can fasten these buckles and they work great. The one on the vest works fantastic, and I can do it in a couple of minutes. And I know I can do it with this if I can stabilize it enough so he doesn't keep whipping his head around. I finally got him to stop doing that and he was actually sitting still for me to get him to sit still for half an hour while I'm trying the same thing over and over again. And it was funny because he was actually picking it up when I kept dropping it and he kept falling off his face. He kept picking it up. So I will show you guys how I'm putting this on once I figure out how I'm going to get it on. So this is not the end of this video. Mom was talking about tying, let me get this back. And the thing I have to do about this, I can't do this with this up in the air like this. There we go. Technically, you should be able to do these one-handed. We're gonna take each side of this and put some sort of, almost like a bungee tie on it, or some paracord, and just so I can pull it, and it'll cinch these together so I could just go. And but that's kind of the trial and error of me figuring out my gear for him. Is it's not like anybody else because nobody else has my setup. And so we're gonna work on that this weekend. But it's here, and it's just kind of twisted on itself right now. So I think it got too stretched out. I'm not sure. I'll have to have Mom check it because I'm not quite sure how it. My only other issue is this keeps happening where the part that actually hooks. This is the part that actually you hook the leash on, which is like under their chin so you can steer their head, which is what I wanted for. It keeps getting hooked to the magnets because it is metal. But that's a minor issue compared to what I'm dealing with trying to fasten it. But I mean, I just need a way to bring the sides together. And this should not be a problem. I told Mom, I said, I need this by Sunday because I'm not using my normal gear up system for another week. Because I'm sick and tired of him pulling his head in 4 different directions. He's not as bad when he's in his gear, but when I'm walking him, he's getting a little ahead of me, and it's a pain to try to get him to focus on anything because he wants to sniff everything, and it's just having gotten worse. So I'm just kind of fed up right now with this. It does work. It's just I can't use it right now. So that's kind of the first hit and miss with the gentle leader, and I'll give you guys the rundown with actually putting it on him and using it. I'll try to do it probably next week, so this vlog will be very, very late. So just bear with me. But it will be done. So hopefully Mom has a working scenario for this, and I'll see you guys in the next clip with hopefully getting this to work. So I'll see you then. Well, I actually just got home like maybe 20 minutes ago because my one friend in the complex was like, hey, do you want to go out to this place? And I was like, sure, because I was thinking he was gonna like ask me to have Dad drive us or something. I did not cross my mind that he would just have us go on the bus, and I have no cash for bus fare. And I'm like, he comes to my door this morning and I'm like, I have no cash for bus fare. And he's like, oh, I'll take care of it. I'm like, well, as much money as I do. So I'm like, good grief. And so I was like, so he like stopped at the bank. Sim wants to play, apparently. And so he stopped at the bank and we went out for, I guess, what would be a brunch. I had a quesadilla, and which was actually really good. This place was really good. And I think I'm going to take Dad there because it has a really good bar, like really good. And not all bars in restaurants are necessarily good unless they say so. And the staff's really good, so I'm actually really happy about that. So that's where my entire morning went. And then Mom texts me right after I get to this restaurant. She's like, oh, I walked the dog and got your... This was my other thing. I have no working key on my thing now because my key won't lock my door now. So I have to get my other key from my lockbox and put that on my keychain, which I will do this weekend. Anyway, so I tested. One of the things Mom did when she came by this afternoon was fix up Zoom's gentle leader, which if you, in the first clip I said, what I was trying to do last night did not work. And so what we essentially ended up doing was putting like a bungee type of thing, and it did work. But I will show you guys later because he's not super happy with me because when he's wearing the gentle leader, he can't snip how he wants. And, and so he'll pull until the thing comes off him. And, so I probably can't keep him in it 100% of the time because he'll want to sniff stuff. So I'll probably rotate between not having him on it and putting him in it. But when I want him to behave, I'll put him in it. So I'll show you how that works when I can actually put it on him, which I don't want to do right now because I just had him in it and he wasn't too happy with me putting it on him. So we'll do that later, and I'll show you guys probably in the next clip. It'll probably be sometime next week because I'm not going to be able to take him out tomorrow. I got lucky I was able to do something today, but I was mostly testing it. I'll take him for a longer walk in it later. I'll do that. So, but I'll do that later and show you guys the rundown of how it's actually going to work for when we go on Sunday. And I'll leave it there for now and see you guys in the next one. Well, that was a bust. I walked in with the gentle leader again, and it's still coming off. But Mom and I determined that the gentle leader, because the buckle was put on backwards or upside down, it's completely twisting everything, and it's pulling from the side, which is when he moves his head, is literally pulling it all out of alignment, so it's not working the way it's supposed to. And so that's completely a bust. So tomorrow my mom brought over the other gentle leader, which is on the flexi line. And, I'm going to use that tomorrow, which has the regular buckle on it. I'm just going to have my dad do it. I'll try to film some of it when he's putting it on so you can kind of see how it's supposed to fit. Because I haven't shown, I might do an insert of how a gentle leader is actually supposed to fit on a dog. But he's not too happy about it, but he was straightening up when I was telling him to leave it. So, but yeah, that'll work. It'll work. It's just the gentle leader was put together incorrectly for what I needed, and it's just not doing its job. And it's just, every time he's moving his head, it's just pulling off and not staying still. And he was also very excited because my neighbors were trying to help me. So, that was not particularly helpful. And I will try to get this up, for you, next week. I'm going to probably shoot one more clip for this, knock on wood, for tomorrow, and try to get some footage of my dad actually putting the thing on if I have time. And, I'll probably just keep the phone here. Let's see, how far back can I to show this? I'll probably just grab my phone and film him putting it on. Just hand hold it, and instead of keeping it on here, because it's just not going to work. But I'm just going to put the regular gentle leader on him. But I got to fix the other one because right now it's just not working. It's the string itself is not on there good enough that it's going to hold, because it's just pulling out because the gentle leader is so twisted. And but he'll sleep now and I can get my notes done. So yeah, but yeah, I'll do that. Well, I hit another snag with the gentle leader. Mom and I changed how we were gonna jimmy rig it, and we're gonna do something a cinch much more like his e-collar. So we're gonna do that. And so we got to wait for stuff to come in because my mom ordered stuff to do that. And so the clip I was going to shoot this morning, I didn't shoot. I had just gotten to church when I remembered, oh, I didn't take my phone out and shoot my dad putting the gentle leader on. And I will explain about the gentle leader as soon as I can get it on him, have a camera on, and show it how it will fit on the dog's face, and where I was having the problem. But that will be in another video once I have all this stuff. This is turning into a big, massive headache because, one, the buckle was upside down. So that was wrong to begin with. And because the buckle was upside down, the entire gentle leader was getting twisted in about 4 places, which, as you can imagine, was not very comfortable for him. And he kept pulling his head because he wasn't comfortable. And I'm pretty sure that's why he kept trying to get out of it, because he was perfectly fine with the gentle leader. I think he maybe pawed at it once or twice this morning, but it wasn't the one where he was kept going like this, trying to get it off his face. So he's fine. He just has to get used to it. I'm thinking of working with his chain collar for a little bit, just so he gets a better correction than he does with the his martingale chain, because he doesn't, he barely listens to that. He'll just keep pulling. But I will work him a little bit with the e-collar. So we'll see how that goes. I'll get this video up sometime this week. I got like a crazy busy week. I'm going to try to get these videos pulled and get the video up and start getting that edited as soon as tomorrow. And then I will shoot the aftermath of getting this gentle leader set up for me, and I'll explain everything about what we did and why we did it in another video. So I will do this. That will be a separate video. It just didn't work how me and my mom were anticipating. So she's waiting for nylon webbing because she has to essentially replace the straps, because things had to be cut and flipped and whatnot. So, and then the entire gentle leader has to be cut apart and sewn back together. So, do that. And, so I will get that up for you guys in another video. And this video, I will try to get up this week. But I am like crazy busy this week. I have 2 Bible studies and doctor's appointment and therapy. So we'll see how that goes. And I will see you guys in the next one, and have this up ASAP.